Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Terrorism reporting. Buhari given 48 hours to withdraw Säñction threat. Terrorism reporting. Buhari given 48 hours to withdraw Säñction threat. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. Socio-Economic Right and Accountability Project, SERAP, has urged President Muhammadu Buhari to urgently instruct Mr. Lai Mohammed, Minister of Information and Culture, to withdraw the threat to sanction the BBC and Daily Trust over their documentaries on terrorism in the country, whether through the Nigerian Broadcasting Commission (NBC) or any other agency of government. According to report, Mr. Mohammed had last Thursday stated that the federal government would sanction the BBC and Trust TV for airing documentaries that allegedly glorify, promote and fuel terrorism and banditry in Nigeria. In a letter dated 30 July 2022 and signed by SERAP, Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare, the organization said, the media has the duty to impart information and ideas on issues of public importance. If carried out, the threat to sanction the BBC and Daily Trust would inhibit the media from reporting on issues of public interest. According to SERAP, media houses and journalists ought to be given the room to determine how best to present information of public interest, especially information about the growing violence and killings across the country. The organization said, rather than punishing the media for promoting access to diverse opinions and information on issues of public importance, your government should focus on delivering your promises to ensure the security of Nigerians. The organization also said, carrying out the threat to sanction the BBC and Daily Trust would lessen the flow of diverse viewpoints and information to the public. The letter read in part, we would be grateful if the requested action is taken within 48 hours of the receipt and or publication of this letter. If we have not heard from you by then, SERAP shall take all appropriate legal action in the public interest. A free, uncensored and unhindered press or other media is essential in any society to ensure freedom of opinion and expression and the enjoyment of other rights. It constitutes one of the cornerstones of a democratic society. Sanctioning the BBC and Daily Trust would be entirely inconsistent and incompatible with Nigerians' obligations under Article 9 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights and Article 19 of the International Covenant on civil and political rights. The threat, if carried out, would impermissibly restrict the constitutional and international right to freedom of expression, access to information, and victims' rights to justice and effective remedies that are central to public debate and accountability in a democratic society. Access to information is essential for the enjoyment of other human rights and freedoms and constitute a fundamental pillar for building a democratic society and strengthening democracy. Allowing the media to freely carry out their duties is essential to building secure society and leaving one behind. Conversely, imposing impermissible restrictions on media houses, journalists, and other Nigerians undermines the security that builds a healthy and vibrant society. The grounds for sanctioning the BBC and Daily Trust, as stated by Mr. Mohammed, fail to meet the requirement of legality, necessity, and proportionality. The requirement of necessity also implies an assessment of the proportionality of the grounds, with the aim of ensuring that the excuse of glorifying, promoting, and fueling terrorism and banditry are not used as a pretext to unduly intrude upon the right to freedom of expression and access to information. Any interference with the constitutional and legal duties of the BBC and Daily Trust would not be justified in the context of the right to information. The federal government has not shown that the documentaries by the media houses would impose a specific risk of harm to a legitimate state interest that outweighs the public interest in the information provided by the documentaries. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let us know what your view is all about.